And good morning. It is 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, Adriann Ragsdale back with us. Good morning, ma'am. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm great. How are
It's
you?
good. I think it's probably been a year or two since probably 2 years.
2
Because
years.
we really didn't have a fair last year, because of COVID. And
Yeah, we
everything.
just had the livestock show.
Yeah, just
after.
a shadow of the fair. But good news is this year it's fair is game on. We're having it. From the parade all the way to the livestock shows, to the rides, to all the stuff you love and remember about the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Get ready because next week we're going to do it all. So
We are.
good deal. Now, for folks, kind of tune in all week. We're gonna, I think, every day this week, different times, we're gonna have a different person coming from the fair talking about different. One day we'll talk about the rides. One day we'll talk about livestock shows, things like that. Today we're gonna talk about the parade because that's first. We're a week away. We're a week and an hour, like a week and an hour away, or a week and 45 minutes away from the Eastern New Mexico State Fair parade. As far as the route and everything, is that all this as we come to expect it, or is it going to be a little different?
Nope. It's the same. Start at the Wool Bowl and feed out onto Main Street and end up at I guess now it's the Ashley Furniture parking lot.
Yeah, on the south end there.
We're not gonna go the whole way again.
Absolutely.
As always.
I would say, well, this isn't really a secret. The Eastern New Mexico State Fair is probably the largest parade that we get coming down Main Street. We have our light parades, we have lots of Veterans Parade, various parades stuff. But the Eastern New Mexico State Fair parade, that's the one that it takes a while. Because there's a lot. We have a great community and we have a lot of folks participate. So when you get there, be ready to get good and camp down because we got out a lot of floats. Usually, on average, there's about 100 different floats or entries that are part of it. And I'm not sure we're going to have that many this year, but it gets pretty big for the parade.
Well, and we have we extended just because kind of like everybody, it's kind of snuck up that it's time.
Yeah.
And so we've extended the entry deadline until it'll shut down at midnight tonight because we have an online system now. So
you're saying there's a chance if you want to get in on
here's
the
your chance.
parade.
Get online and do it.
Yeah. So now, granted, today's the last day to get your entry in, but you still have a week to get your float ready. So
totally.
So even if you're not quite ready yet, no problem. Just you got your 2-minute warning here. You got 1 week to get your float ready.
Right, and we have people building in the parking lot at the Wool Bowl every year. It's just
last minute. It's putting the flowers on.
Fine.
It's just think of the parade just like a live Broadway show, and the Wool Bowl's backstage, and everyone's putting their makeup on and putting their best art outfits and everything together, and then once they leave the parking lot and hit the street, it's showtime, and that's kind of how it happens every year.
It is. It's exactly correct.
Yep. So for folks, if you're wanting, the parade will officially get underway at 10 a.m. on Monday, right?
We start off at College in Maine at 10 o'clock. The state police leads us off, and we start going after that. And every year, sometimes we even hit it a couple minutes early just because we're that ready.
We're ready to go, and it's like, let's kick it off. But and the parade route, like you were saying, is going to be the same as it traditionally is. The parade will start. They line up. They get set up, situated at the Wool Bowl parking lot. They're going to leave out of the road there, and then go down past Burrito Express and all that, and then get on to Main right there. What is that, 19th? I never remember street names, whatever that street is there by.
It's College in Maine.
College in Maine, thank you. So for you in viewing, if you're going to get on Main, you can start there about College. The main sweet spot for the parade is the courthouse lawn area downtown. That's where the judges usually reside during the parade. If entries have any kind of performance or show or anything associated with their float, that's usually done right there at the courthouse lawn patch of road there, right in that middle. So that's probably the main central spot if you want to get a good spot to camp out and hang out for the parade. But anywhere on Main Street from College, like I said, all the way down towards the Ashley Home Store there, if you get a good spot on the side of Main Street, you're got prime seating for the parade this year.
You should be able to catch it all whatever spot you decide to post up. You're going to see it. Nobody folds out. Nobody quits. They go the whole way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a lot of fun. It's got, hopefully you guys have seen the parade in years past, but if not, come out for your first one here next Monday. I would imagine some of the same rules apply. The floats won't be throwing candy and things out because of safety reasons and things like that. But they may be walking along the sides, passing things out, things like so.
Right.
That's kind of like your typical rules for for parades here.
Right. Nothing has changed. All of our rules are the same. And people have gotten very creative with their wagons of water and candy and whatever they want to, all the trinkets they want to give out, which we really appreciate.
Yeah.
And it does eliminate that, potential for
safety. Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's a safety thing. And so yes. So float entrance, please. If you got swag you want to give away, come on down. But let's set it up so you have folks kind of walking alongside your float, kind of passing out to the crowd. Don't make it so the crowd has to come out into the street to get what you're trying to give away.
Right.
We want to make sure we keep the crowd in their spot and keep the parade entry people in their spot.
Correct.
That's kind of for safety reasons.
Right.
And things. You'd be amazed. Everyone's going slow and things, but there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of little kids. It's unfortunately very easy for kids to get they get excited. Big candy bar comes out.
There's a lot of excitement.
And we would hate for something bad to happen. So just for the sake of everybody, don't throw it from your floats. Keep it on. Keep in your wagons and bicycles or whatever you got on the side there doing it. But yeah, if you want to give out candy or brochures or $1 million, I don't care. Well, let me know.
If you
give
want
me a
to give
heads
out
up.
money,
You can do
let
that.
me know where you're doing
that.
that.
Let me know where you're starting. But please, and then of course, if you've got a youth group or church group or anything really, get your entry in before close of business today. And
you got till midnight.
Yeah, you got till midnight here and then I guess probably best is to go to the fair's website to do that.
All of our entries are online this year.
Okay.
And so we're finally making it happen where you can sign up online and you set up a little account and I did the mock one. It's really easy.
Took
it's
5 minutes and
it's very user friendly.
Excellent. And the website for the fair, it's www.enmsf.com.
Yes.
Which is the initials for Eastern New Mexico State Fair. So you don't remember any of that? Just type in Eastern New Mexico State Fair, Google, it'll pop right up. But if you like to go direct, that's the website.
Correct.
And not only will you find your entries for the parade, the forms for the parade entries and everything there, but the fair book is there. So if you want to see the whole schedule of events as far as the livestock shows, the flower shows, who's performing what night, what time the carnivals are running and everything, which is early this year.
Well, the carnival will start they're already out there. They've been out there for about a week setting up and cleaning up and everything. And the carnival will start at noon, pending inspection, all of that. But noonish, usually it starts about the time the parade wraps up.
Okay.
So.
Well, I heard a rumor that they're going to start it early, like the Friday before this year.
I think that they are going to, like the rides will be available.
Yeah, the carnival. Like the fair officially doesn't get underway till Monday, but the carnival and everything, you can come out early. I think Friday, and we're going to talk more about the carnival later this week. So don't quote me on it. I believe this is just stuff. I believe you can start getting your tickets and start enjoying the rides and stuff this weekend.
You can. There will not be all of the vendors won't be set up.
Gotcha.
The commercial building, the animals.
But if you're there to hit the merry-go-round or the Ferris wheel or intense ones, then game on.
Right.
Good deal. And so that way. You get all you ride and let the kids get all their, spinning and puking out of their system.
Well, then come back again on
Tuesday
come back or Wednesday.
And go hang out in the commercial building and see some of the entertainment booths there. Go to the education building. That is the most underrated building in all of the fairgrounds.
It's really, people put some really cool things in there.
Some of the coolest things you'll ever see at the fair are located in that building. In the series of buildings, it's a couple, and most people just forget about it because they'll go to the commercial building and then they get sidetracked with something on a stick, which I get you, I'm the same way. And then the ride, and then you forget. But go in there and hit the trains. Got to hit the trains. You got to. Are the pumpkins going to be back over there again this year? Usually they keep pumpkins over there.
I haven't heard that they're not.
Okay.
So.
Usually they keep the pumpkins over there.
Yeah, the giant pumpkins.
Yeah, usually. Sometimes they move them, but usually that's where they go. And those things are just ungodly huge pumpkins that they almost
look
like
funny.
It is. It's amazing, and there's a lot of bragging rights. But then hit the 4-H FFA and adults and children and those projects, everything from the artwork to the some of the coolest paintings you're ever going to see are in there. And then you look at it, it's like, that's amazing. And then you see a 9-year-old.
I know.
You're like, what happened there?
We have a lot of talent in this community, and it's, the quilts, the photography, and then, of course, the livestock, just these animals that these kids have dedicated months and months of hard work and energy into. It's really impressive.
Absolutely. So again, to participate in all that, come out to the fair parade. Again, that'll start 10 a.m. on Monday, 1 week from today. And then as soon as the parade's over and everything, it's game on. Come on out to the fairgrounds. The commercial building will open up. The education building will open up. We'll start, it'll start doing fair stuff.
Yep.
And then usually around 5 o'clock that night, they'll fire up the carnival and the first nights of entertainments and everything that's going to be happening. And it's full on fair time.
It is.
So get out to the parade, get you a good spot. And of course, if you're going to participate.
If you're going to participate, this is the number one question is, what is the theme? What is the theme?
Yeah, what is the theme for this year? I forgot to ask all that.
Is a year in the rear view.
Okay.
So not a year in review. We don't want to review last year. We just want to put it behind us and move
COVID,
on.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. We put that in the rear view mirror.
Right. That's our...
Cool.
That's where we're moving forward this year.
All right. So you could take that in many directions.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go futuristic-y, kind of, spaceship-y, rocket ships.
I love it. People come up with the most creative things, and it's so fun.
Yeah. Or just maybe, you know what? Maybe do it like literal. And do like the interior of a car, and then you just rip out the rearview mirror and put it in the backseat.
I know.
And just symbolically do that. Take it. I took it literal this year.
We'll see what people do. But there's a lot of opportunities for cleverness out there.
And it's part of the fun. So again, and if you're wanting to know rules and things for the parade and what you can and can't do on the floats and all that, you'll find all that information again at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair website.
Yes.
Maybe peruse that before you turn in your application or entry form here.
Or at least before you start building for sure, and
that way you
realize that it's too tall to get down Main Street or under the street lights and stuff. But
I made a Godzilla.
We've had some really big, impressive things that have been pretty close.
Yeah, it's all a tip of the cap to the creativity of the folks in our community. I mean, it's that's what I love about the fair parade, because every float is equally cute in its own unique way. Whether it's just a bunch of little kids,
bunch of happy kids
playing football or something, and they're just leaning there on hay bales and waving. To me, that's cute.
It is.
To just as cute as when someone, like, I did a whole theme and they've got a show as incorporated and lasers and lights and all. And you're like, man, that's impressive. I would have never thought of doing that. So to me, that's all equally cute, because you get the real world life of kids being in the spotlight that aren't used to, and then they do kid stuff, and it's fun.
Yep. You're absolutely
Mom's yelling,
right.
stop picking your nose, and the kid's like, what? And you gotta that's life, man. That's the beauty of fair. That's where you get to see all that.
And that's, and that's how you want to go down Main Street.
Yeah.
There's no judgment here. You have fun.
It's like, that's why we all love the school plays and stuff too, because you're like, you want the kids to have fun, but then it's fun to just watch kids being kids.
Yep.
And like, we as parents get so worried about doing the right thing serious and all that. It's like, yeah, he's up there with his finger in his nose, but he's having a good time. This is humanity, man. All right.
It's real life.
It is. That's fair. That's, to me, that's the beauty of fair. And then, so come out to the parade. Please come out and then make plans to pick your days and things to come out to the fair. Again, go to the fair website, Eastern New Mexico, ENMSF.com. Go there, look through the fair book, plan your events. A lot of it's similar. I know, I know we're talking mostly parade, but just kind of putting on people's. I know, like Senior Day. That's always a tradition at the fair. It's not going to be the same this year. Unfortunately, they're not going to have many of the events that normally would take place at Senior Day, but the discounts. So you still get in the fair free and everything that day, but unfortunately, they won't have some of the booths that are senior centric. You just get to go and enjoy the fair.
Some of our special days are look a little bit different this year, but we're still trying
honoring
to honor
those events and things.
Do all the things that people are used to. It just may be a little bit different.
Yeah,
but.
things, and of course, free parking again this year. So parents, when you're dropping your kids off to go enjoy the fair, pull into the parking lot. Don't drop them off on the highway. That's
Oh
dangerous.
gosh, no, please don't.
Yeah, please just remind these things. We had the sheriff on last week, kind of reminding folks about that. And so, and we gave some good advice for parents and kids. Take a picture of your kid before you before you go into the fair.
Right.
That way you see them in the outfits, because little kids, they get excited, and there's so many distracting things where they get running off and looking at. Next thing you know, your kid's gone, and you're like,
Right.
what happened? I would also use the same tactics at the parade. Especially if you're going to be down in the main part downtown by the courthouse lawn and all that. That's usually the same hot spot where everyone else goes to, so it can get the sidewalks will be crowded and things, and much like the fair would be.
Right.
And same kind of thing. Kid sees a glowy light thing stand and gets distracted, and you turn around and your kid's gone. And so do the same kind of things, and we'll just because it's families and parents, and this is
Right.
what happens.
That way we can all help each other out.
You can be the best, most meticulous parent on the planet, and the kid will outsmart you every time and disappear. It's just that's what happens. So save yourself a little bit of a headache and stress and worry about that. Take a picture. Come up with plans of attack. That's when you get to the fair or get to the parade. Discuss with your family, especially if your kids are old enough to let them wander on their own a little bit. Say, all right, if we get lost, we get turned around, we lose each other, pick a landmark, pick a destination. All right, I lost so-and-so, then we all know to go to the Ferris wheel or go
Right.
to the commercial building, or at the parade, go to the cannon there on the courthouse lawn and meet
Yeah.
there. Use a central landmark, something like that. So that way, because I know the fair staff and everybody else, they've got plans in place, and they it's a well-oiled machine when all this kind of stuff goes down. But it turns into no big deal when parents are a little bit more proactive on getting information to help. Because what
Absolutely.
happens, and it happens at the fair, and I imagine at the parade, when the word gets out, it's very similar. They kind of lock everything down, and
Right.
nobody's coming in or out. Security has their marching orders to go look in certain places.
Right. We
and
definitely have our plans. And,
Yeah, exactly. And to
hope that we don't need them.
exactly, but it's the fair, and it happens every year. Some kids get. I mean, how many times as we as kids get lost in department stores? I can at least a couple times in my hand. I was walking around looking at some of the department store, turn around, and and I was 30 then. I'm just kidding. But think about that.
It
stuff.
does. I know.
But again, the theme is looking is
A year in the rear view.
a year in the rearview mirror. So if you got a good idea and you're ready to execute it, again, today's your last day to get your entry, and you got till midnight tonight to submit your entries into the fair parade. Again, enmsf.com is the website to get the entry forms. Like and follow the Eastern New Mexico State Fair on Facebook if you're a social media Facebook user. That's a great way to stay involved or up to date on what's going on. But to next week when the fair is going on, if weather happens or anytime that something happens that's not controllable and has to move things around, the Facebook page is probably the fastest way to get that information. That because
Yes.
I know as a radio guy and we're spreading the word, we usually look to the Facebook page.
Right.
Say, oh, they canceled this because of this. Let's let the public.
And that's where, like, whenever we get all of the entries in for the parade, that's where we'll post the lineup, what
Yeah.
number you are.
So if
all
you
of
wanna
that good
keep
stuff.
tabs
we'll
on
put
who's
it on the
winning.
website too, but Facebook will hit people first. So
Yeah, absolutely. So like and follow that now. That way you're plugged in for next week. And
Right.
And stay liking and follow, because throughout the year there's updates and things.
yeah, we have a lot of neat things out there.
like if you're like, who's entertainment this year? Well, if you're like the Facebook page, you probably already know, because you've probably seen some of the guests and things show up on there. But
We have a really diverse group of entertainment this year that we can talk about later this
yeah,
week. but
yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
excited.
have the entertainment folks coming in. But yeah, if you love country music, you're all right. If you love Spanish music, if you love rock, you love classic. I mean, there's going to be something for you.
We
all
have a
week.
little bit of everything throughout the week. It's some of them are on, like, we have a big stage with a lot of performers, and then some other smaller acts throughout the day too. So
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
And come out to the parade. I provided fair and parade in one word there. Come out to the parade on Monday, please. I know it's kids usually off school on fair day, and so you got a little family time together. Hope most bosses are pretty good about getting people. Because let's face it, if you have a business downtown, Monday, it's really hard to get work done because everyone's at the fair parade.
Yeah, unless you've got some treats that
Yeah.
you're selling, then
Yeah.
it's probably a pretty
So-
busy day.
flip the sign and come sit on the sidewalk and watch the parade out here and enjoy it. You know?
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, just come out, and then after the parade's over, make plans. Get on out. The fair, it's game on. The fair will get underway right after the parade, and so come on out to the fairgrounds. Get into the fair. Come out. Each day there's something going on, but go to the enmsf.com website. Get the full schedule. That way you can plan and make sure you don't miss certain days that you want to check out.
Right.
And things like I know like if you love Hispanic music, Saturday and I think it's Tuesday night.
I think we have Thursday and Saturday.
Thursday and Saturday. That's right. I'm trying to do off the top of my head.
Yep.
You're going to want to make sure you make plans to attend those nights. And things.
Well, and we've had a lot of requests for Tejano nights, and it's so that's kind of why we're just trying to find it,
expand out more, and give what people are asking for.
And we've got a really cool lineup of country-ish music, and Wednesday night we have a Christian concert, and he's pretty big time. I'm really excited.
Red Dirt fans, if you like the Red Dirt Black Gold, there's going to be some artists out there next week that you'll love, and
it's some of them are. I mean, we've had Luke Combs, we've had people in the past, but it was before they were big.
Absolutely.
And so that's kind of, I'm like, just give it a try, because I think you're.
Well, some of the,
we've
especially
never let you down with some good talent.
Yeah, well, I know, and I mean all week they are, but I remember when I was looking at doing the ads and all that stuff. Some of the bands that I believe are Friday night on tap there. These are bands that you probably already heard of in some cases.
Yeah.
If not, some of them are like one song away from being just blasted all over radio stations everywhere and everything else. So you catch them kind of before they blow up here at the fair, and then you try to get a ticket to their concert 2 years or next year, and you pay 12 times what
and we can't always afford to bring them back once they hit it big.
Yeah, their rider fee went from a couple grand to a couple $100,000, and it's like, well, sorry, can't have that no more. Right. Otherwise, we'd have probably Metallica and Wayne Newton at every fair every year, right?
Yeah. If only we had all the money in the world.
That's right. I'd go to that fair. Metallica and Wayne Newton are your headliners. Sign me up for that too. Is there anything else about the parade we want to make sure we talk about? I know we got sidetracked on other stuff. Is there any information?
The theme, the deadline, and like I said, I'm going to try to have the lineup up by Thursday, Friday, definitely. By the end of the work week.
So, are you now the official keeper of the order and everything on Monday when the parade out at the Bull Bowl?
Well, I try my best. Okay. Yes, and I've been doing this for a while, so
you're used to the because I've seen that position in action for many years, and you're kind of a lightning rod. I ain't gonna lie, because everyone's coming with their whims and things that they need. Some are practical, some. Not so much.
No,
I've heard what you've asked.
If everybody will remember, I've done this for almost 15 years. It always works out. We've never started with people running in the back trying to get in their spot. You will not miss your spot in the parade. We'll make sure. Be patient. Be safe. Watch out for little kids in the Wool Bowl area too, because that's where people really are trying to drop off and get out of there. And
if it's your first time entering a float in the parade, just kind of go with the flow on Monday. What they do is they basically build the parade line up there in the Wool Bowl parking lot. So you kind of have to pay attention on where you're supposed to park and where you go, because once the parade starts, it's basically a snake just funneling out, and you follow the procession. But it takes a little time to get everybody, the pieces in the right place. So
it does. And
get there early, get there with a little patience and a little time to.
Sometimes people see a big line trying to get in the Wool Bowl and get very frustrated. And like I said, I promise.
I need to get in there. I'm in the parade.
We're going to get you in. Just follow along, and we'll direct you and get you in your spot.
Absolutely. So, and then for everyone else, again, about 10 o'clock, 1 week from today on Monday, get you a good spot on Main Street, really anywhere from College on the north end till about the Ashley store on the south end.
Right.
The main pageantry of the fair and everything will take place there downtown by the courthouse lawn. That's where the judges that are deciding who's the best floats for this year's parade will make their decision. So if there's going to be entertainment or extras a part of this, they're going to try to woo the judges. So that's where that's going to be happening right downtown. So if you want to see the cool shows and free swag that comes with some of this stuff, get you a good spot right around downtown there. Don't forget, there's plenty of parking behind the courthouse lawn. There's other city or courthouse, the actual courthouse itself.
Right, the front door.
Behind the courthouse lawn is the courthouse.
Which is the back door, front door,
Come see the new elevator they put in. But plenty of parking there. There's also additional parking on the other side, city spots and everything. Please don't.
By the convention center, there's a lot of parking back there.
Please don't suck up private people's parking spaces without their permission before you do. And I know we got a lot of businesses on Main Street with great parking lots, but they are trying to do business too. So talk with them first and get a, some of them may say, yeah, come on down.
Or
we're
park
closed
at your own
anyway.
risk.
Yeah. Or yeah, exactly. But be considerate of each other.
Yeah.
We live in a nice, small, great community.
friendly thing to do.
Absolutely. Again, the website is a great resource for information, www.enmsf.com. Like and follow the Eastern New Mexico State Fair on Facebook as well. That will keep you up to date on this week on any changes, additions, and certainly throughout the course of the week at the fair. Anything that changes or moves or has to, the weather doesn't always work in our favor in fair, and hopefully we're getting it all done this year or this week, and then next week we're smooth sailing. Here.
It does. It is starting to feel like fair weather though, where it's chilly in the morning,
crisp in the mornings,
yeah, a little bit crisp, and then warm and nice by the afternoon. So hopefully we're not going to have any rain, but. We'll deal with it.
All we're missing is the sweet sounds in the background of that.
Well, maybe later this week we can get you some animals in here.
The sounds of the fair. Awesome. Well, Adriann, is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to share that we got sidetracked on?
I can't think of anything. And like I said, if you have questions, put it on Facebook. We're very responsive there.
Yeah. And then don't forget, on Monday, be nice to her. She's going to be running in about 20 different directions. Be nice. And she'll be,
We've got a good team of volunteers to help control the chaos. So, like I said, it always works. Just be patient.
Well, I just know that position. Sometimes you got to go with the iron fist on. There's, it's the gamble. You got to know when to, be tough and when to back off a little bit, because we're humans. Humans will try to push that envelope. So awesome. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
And hopefully we'll see you before next year's fair again. Maybe
I'll be back later this week.
We're
wearing lots of hats this year.
That's right.
So
she's keeping the fair fires burning here. So, well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Trying to work too hard this week. I know. Get some rest.
Well, we'll see. We'll try.
What's that?